Peace, fam. Ant One, Rosso Nation. The universe is revolutionary. How y'all families doing this evening, man? How y'all doing tonight? Doing good. I hope y'all are doing good. Um, so, the Black Church. Let's talk about the Black Church. Number one, I love the Black Church. Real church now. Real church about singing and praising, feeling that energy of God. I love that type of church. I grew up in that type of church when I was a young boy. When I was young, I grew up in church. I grew up going to church, to a Baptist church, Morning Star Baptist Church to be exact, in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. That's where I was baptized when I think I was about 8 or 9, maybe 9, something like that. Yeah. And anybody that's ever been baptized should be able to attest to that extra brightness that you received that day, right? The sun was shining strong, right, for you that day. Okay. I just want to talk about the Black church that being that I was invited to go to church to see one of my uncles. My uncle is a reverend. I have a uncle that's a reverend, and he's pretty good. I enjoy watching him. I enjoy supporting him and going to see him when he's, kicking the sermon. But he was visiting the church. It's not his church, so I can't throw darts at him or make it about him per se, because his sermon was pretty decent, pretty good. But my whole thing is, when it comes to teaching the truth or showing the truth or presenting the truth of God and the truth of life, right? And what we're talking about when you go into church. So one of the things that's an issue is, of course, is Jesus and what Jesus looked like. Now, I've been in religion my whole life, just about Christianity, Islam, metaphysics, 5%, gods and earths, Hebrew, Israelite, Comedicism, any of that good stuff, which I believe is all good, all has truth in it, and they all work together. As far as the knowledge, wisdom, understanding that come with it, studying it and living it out in certain ways, in various ways. But I'm saying this to talk about Jesus. Well, I talk to my son about Jesus. We talk about what he looks like and stuff like that. We talk about a lot of stuff. I talk about a lot of things like this with my son. So my son was real excited because he had never been to church before. And I think he'd been once when he was like a real little baby. I think him and his mother went one time when he was real small, but he didn't really remember like that. So he couldn't wait to go. He was excited. He's ready to go. He wants to go because it's about God. We talk about God, like on the real, talk about the truth. And so he's like, Dad, I can't wait to go. And one thing he said to me is like, I hope there's not a fraud picture. And the fraud picture is the picture of the Caucasian or white Jesus, right? The Caesar Borgia picture and all that type of stuff, right? Because I've shown him what it looks like and all that. So we get to the church, we're in the church. He's, I'm sure he's interested. He's watching. There's some songs. They're singing some songs. They're pretty good. They're singing good songs. Got, a lady on the guitar and a dude on the drums. They getting down. It sound nice. So, my son has to go to the bathroom. Now the whole time, guess what? There's no picture or no statue or nothing of a Jesus or white figure in the church. And this is a black church. So, while I'm in there, everything is cool, right? And so we have to go to the bathroom, and guess what? As soon as we hit the bathroom, there's a picture of a white Jesus dude right above the toilet. As soon as my son walks in, he says, "Dad, look." He said, "See?" I said, "Oh, man, yeah, son." I said, "Damn," you know what I'm saying? And then, so use the bathroom, like, oh, use the bathroom, whatever. So use the bathroom, we come out. And he said, "Dad, there go another one." And it's one of the ushers. He has a fan, and his fan got a white Jesus on it. Right? So I'm like, dang. So think about this. You try to teach the children the truth. And you want them to understand what's going on at the same time. Now, my son saw this. And just like I told him, before we left, and he asked me about he was saying he hope he don't see, the fraud picture or whatever. And I tell him, I said, well, this is why I say this is no shot at my uncle, because it's not his church anyway, and I have no deal with that. But like I told my son that I don't know, we're going to visit this church. I don't know, what it looks like or anything like that. But if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the church that we went to. My aunt died in early 2000, like 2002, 2003 when my aunt died. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It might be another church. It might be another one. But anyway, yeah. So why is there a black church or white pictures of Jesus in it in 2024? Why there's not a white picture or statue in the whole church in the sanctuary, right? There's nobody there. There's no white picture or whatever there. But until you go in the bathroom, then there's one right above the toilet. So man got to go pull his joint out. And there's a white man standing above the toilet. Who put that there? In a picture. Who put that there? Couldn't have been a black man. Must have been like one of the sisters who, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just weird. So, but I tell my son, hey, you're talking about the line of Judah and the tribe of Judah, Yehuda. That's a dark-skinned tribe. They come from Ham, from Ham. That's what they say is Africa, right? So those people are Africans, what we call African on the continent. You can call it what you want, but it's the same people, right? They're all the same, all on earth anyway, but it's not a Caucasian, right? So my thing is, why is the church still do that? That's my issue. And also not all the time teaching the truth about, what's really going on here. Right? So we gotta teach the truth, man. Keep it real. I'm not down with the crap and teaching children wrong, misleading children on just what the true history is and what the true nature of things is. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be hard to teach. We should be able to do that easy without there being a problem. It has nothing to do with racism, discrimination, or anything. It's right there in the words in the book. And the church make a lot of money. The church make a lot of money. As a matter of fact, while I'm online, let's see something. Let's see. Let's see, how much money does the black church make a year? The black church collectively raises an estimated 11.5 billion to 19 billion annually through tithes and offerings. According to Candace 2017, black churches raise an estimated 11.5 billion annually. That's in 2017. That's a lot of money. 19 billion. Black churches collectively receive $19 billion every year in tithes and offerings. Black churches have been a central institution in the African American community, influencing economic development and serving as a center for social, political, religious, and economic activity. Right? Activity, but not growth. Not any bill. Right? The center. If the African American church, if the black church is the central institution for the African American community, influencing economic development and serving as a center for social, political, religious, and economic activity, then the black church has failed, because we haven't grown and we have no factories. And with $19 billion, you can have a factory building chairs, cars, anything in society that you need. Your political base could be strong, everything. You see what I'm saying? Like, so where's all that money going? Why don't we build our own cars here in the United States? Why aren't there black churches with money building factories? Building computers, building TVs, making rugs. You see what I'm saying? Clothing, drawers, dressers, furniture, equipment, tractors, lawnmowers, anything, toothbrushes, combs, picks, brushes, whatever, glasses, anything. Why $19 billion? That's a problem. Got Cotan? Everybody got Cotan. That's what I'm using to record off of. That's what gives our cell phones its power. Why aren't the black churches tied in to import to get Cotan imported so we can build from over here? Why does Apple or Microsoft or any of them get it? And no black people can. No black man or woman has. But we got 19 billion. It's not collective. So black church got to do better. And that's our strength if it's done properly. That's where our power base will come from. Because as long as you're right and you got God on your side, you're good to go. You're good to go. You just got to move accordingly. Social, political, religious, and economic. It says activity, but not growth, no prosperity. You see what I'm saying? Like, no transactions, currency, and building. You know what I'm saying? Bricks and controlling the resources and the land and the resources, control the land and resources. That's what capitalism is all about. And if the people can control land and resources, we could do something. So get your people to talk about that more. All right. This is Ant One, S.O.U.L Nation. The universe is revolutionary. Play your part, suckers. Peace.